for you. Well, not for you, actually. Greetings. It was good to see everyone yesterday. Internet, get your kids vaccinated. Please. Please. So last week I had a Skype call with my sister, which is always good. We talked about many things like the generational gap between pre- and post-internet adults, how people should always take their ADHD meds if they are prescribed them. But one of the things that stuck with me the most was this. My sister, we'll call her Tara, was telling me a story about how her coworker was planning to become a bartender. The plan was she was going to take a class and practice at home, and then there was this place that she thought would be a really good bartending job, and she was going to go in there and ask them if she could be their bartender. There are a couple of interesting points about this story. What is this lady's address? Because I would be happy to provide my drink tasting services free of charge. I am a goddamn giving individual and I only want to help. As many of us well know, taking a class does not guarantee a job placement. A four-year college degree doesn't necessarily guarantee a job placement. Really? You're just gonna walk in and they're gonna give you a job based on what? Your sweet face and the $300 that you spent on a bartending class? I mean, maybe if they were part of the free taste testing. Tara and the rest of her coworkers tried to dissuade this young lady from her overly optimistic plan, but she was sure that it would work until someone who had actually used to work at a bar came in and shot her down with experience. See, he said, you don't get to just become a bartender with no experience. You take a class, you take a few classes, you practice, and then you go to a restaurant. Maybe you start as a server or as a host and you volunteer to help the bartender in your free time. You become a barback, and in turn, the current bartender teaches you the ways of the gin and tonic, the method of the perfect pour, and also how to deal with drunk assholes. It's very romantic. That could take months, that could take years. You have to put forth the effort. And those ladies tending bar at that nice restaurant downtown, or even the guy at the Applebee's, they put in that time too. It just seems like they didn't because, well, there they are, bartending right in front of you. We started to call this the bartender principle. Something that seems so easy often takes a lot of time and skill to achieve. I had a similar experience as an aspiring writer. I read books from authors I admired, and their sentences were so goddamn perfect, and their novels were so perfectly paced. The imagery, the characters, I wanted to write like that, exactly like that. And anything less meant that I sucked and should just give it up, basically. So I went to my computer, and I clunked, and I struggled, and there's no reason to put that in the past tense, really. I still routinely clunk and struggle. I got pretty frustrated, even after months of trying to imitate Laurie Moore or Raymond Carver. My stories were still misshapen amoebas, lacking structure. What was I doing wrong? My problem was that I was thinking just like the lady who wanted to be a bartender, like, right away. I had taken some classes. Now I wanted to be a writer, please and thank you very much. I was able to buy a book and read it, and so therefore figured writing one would be just as easy. But no. No. Also, no. Look up some of Raymond Carver's thoughts on revision. Some of his stories went through 30 drafts before they were published. He was a successful writer, but you know why? Because he put in the time. We're taught in America that we can do anything we want to do, and even as I am becoming older and more curmudgeonly by the day, I still believe that. But you have to try. You have to try hard. Simply wanting something doesn't grant you immediate access to it unless you're maybe Brad Pitt or, I don't know, Zeus. And that guy had sex with swans, so don't use him as a role model. And trying hard isn't even a guarantee, it's a prerequisite. It's what gets you in the door. For most jobs, true mastery of the craft is making it look easy, which makes it difficult to think about the months and years of experience in the hands which the bartender uses to serve you drinks, or the years of rejections and revisions hardening in the fingertips of every published writer. So, my sister's coworker, you can be a bartender if you want. Just don't expect it to be easy. Now it is time to take my own advice, John. I am going to submit writing for things because I'm going to try. Huzzah. I'll let you know how that goes. That is it for me this week. That was kind of concise. I don't know what happened. I swear it will never happen again. Thanks to everyone for watching. Until next week. Peace out.